And McDonald gets it over onto the left side. That's Colin Campbell shooting the puck in, ends up back to the net. Shot around on the boards for Pamo. And it's kept in by Edmonton. They're trying to get it out in front of the net, the Leafs break it up. It's Sittler coming up the center, overskates the puck momentarily, gets it over the line. Pamo shot, low, stopped that with his glove. McDonald gets it up on the left wing for Ashby. Ashby just shoots the puck in. Gretzky's out there. It's off the boards. There's a shot right in front, grabbed by Palmatier off the stick of Al Hamilton. 7:15. This game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Wayne Gretzky picks up an assist on a great play by Blair McDonald. 44 goals, Blair McDonald. This is the old adage about like playing with Mario Lemieux and people. A fire hydrant might get 100 points if you really paid attention and kept your stick on the ice and went to the net. But here's a situation where this kid comes in, 19 years of age. He's in his first year. You've had people know about him and have watched the WHA. What does Joe Crozier, as a coach, tell you to do? Do you shadow him? Do you keep an eye on him? What do you do?
Interesting concept. But going back to McDonald, Blair McDonald, my father always taught me, the puck follows he who skates. So I think you'll see he was skating there. But with Wayne, actually, at this time, we were in a process, and being with Fred Shiro, who was a real thinker the year before, we used to talk a lot about it. And it was the whole league figuring out, we just come through the Bobby Orr thing, you know, adjusting from a rushing defenseman. And now we have a centerman that basically can do it all and uses the whole ice. So it started off like shadow him. That was, you know, the tradition. You know, Bobby Hull, shadow him, put somebody on him. Well, that didn't work because he would score and assist, and then we said, okay, we'll put 2 guys on him. And then we put 2 guys on him, and all he would do is just make more assists, right? Because somebody else was open out there. So we consciously, at this time, we talked about him basically just give him the outside, shrink the rink, let him have the outside. If he can score from there, fine. But now we've got 5 guys on 4 other guys. He can't pass it to anybody. But as you see in a play when McDonald scored, someone missed his mission there and left them open, and Wayne just had that ability. And you know, with that, though, I think we got into that mode a little bit too strong. Just let him go and take away his options. Well, next year he scored 92. Yeah. So he was figuring it out all the time. He figured it out
on his own, too, didn't he? That's right. You're absolutely right. So the Maple Leafs are tied 1-1 with the Edmonton Oilers. Let's go back now to Bill Hewitt.
The design on the ice tonight is a symbol of the Canadian Cancer Society. Help support cancer research. Give generously when your volunteer canvasser calls during the April campaign of the Canadian Cancer Society. There he is, standing by tonight. Casey's called upon. Irisira.
At center, Mark Messier. Number 47 is Don Murdoch. And Dave Semenko, number 27. The puck at Murdoch was knocked down, cleared by Fogelin, and that's offside.
Congratulations are in order for a member of our Hockey Night in Canada crew, Anna D'Agostino, wife of Tony Agostino, our video switcher, has given birth to a 6-pound, 9-ounce baby boy. The newest member of the D'Agostino family, John Carmen, is doing well, as is the mother. Congratulations again to Anna and Tony.
Okay, Gary Dornhofer, and the puck's at center ice. Goes back for Borja Salmon. He shot the puck in. Back there for it is number 2, Lee Fogelin. Fogelin's being watched by Hickey. Derlego tried to center it, and Messier gets there. Messier up the boards. Then Derlego, a quick pass for Pat Hickey. Trying to roll it out in front and low. Whacked it with his stick over to the far wing. Back comes Edmonton. A long shot off the boards. Just missed the linesman. And Pat Hickey on a 3-on-2 with Derlego. Over to Vive. Vive trying to get it back to Hickey. And it's broken up. Murdoch bringing the puck with a pass up at center. Messier gets it over the line. But number 24 was offside. Live from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Hockey Night in Canada. Expired so far, 14:55. The score is tied 1-1. And we have Wayne Gretzky at center. Ashby is playing on the left wing. And McDonald on the other. Here's Sittler getting a chance, and he took a shot wide. Lowe leads it there. It comes back to the blue line. Burrows lets the shot go wide of the net. Over to the blue line. Shot in by Hotham. Ends up back of the net. Into the corner. Edmonton trying to bring it out. There it is for Gretzky. Gretzky tips it over the line. Going in, Ashby. Ashby to McDonald. And Palmateer stopped out. Now the Leafs come back. Sittler up at center. Over to Hotham. Hotham tried to get it back to him. Shot it into the corner. Back of the net for Darryl Sittler. Sittler is then given a bump by Ashby. And Edmonton shoot the puck down the ice. That's going over the red line. Going back. Palmateer decides that Gretzky could have been able to touch it. There'd be no icing, and there isn't. So up to center ice comes Hotham. He shot it over the line. Pat Price knocked it down for Edmonton. A pass to Gretzky. Gretzky then to McDonald, and he couldn't control it. And it's Borje Salming. Salming, a pass ahead to Turnbull. Ian Turnbull through center ice. A 1-1 tie in this first period. It goes around for Laurie Boschman. Boschman tried to center it, and it goes into the crowd.
Well, we have a look at the leading scorers in the National Hockey this year. Dion has been there just about the whole season. Wayne Gretzky closing the gap with that point tonight, only 4 behind. Guy Lafleur and down the line. But Gretzky is the leading scorer in the second half. He has really caught fire and made it a very close race.
Boschman, Anderson, and Saginaw. Stan Weir facing off for Edmonton. And he won the draw. The puck goes in back in the net. Edmonton trying to work the puck out. Kevin Lowe got it over to Stan Weir. Weir comes up over the line. Rolled it in front. Palmateer came way out of his net. Puck is knocked ahead. A long pass from Boschman to Anderson. Anderson's over the line with a hard shot, and then that straightened Ronnie Lowe up, but he made a good play on it.
Now Ron Lowe, you know, he's given the rest of the Oilers a lot of confidence. You know, you talk about the big save, you know, at the right time, and that's what Ron Lowe has been able to do. The first game that he played in, he went right into Quebec and stopped over 20 shots in that second period, and Coach Glenn Sather said that fellow won the game for us, and ever since then, the players have responded.
3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the first period. We have a 1-1 tie. Pat Price clears it along the boards. Dave Hunter couldn't get it out. It goes back in the net. Laurie Boschman then given a bump by Weir right out in front to Saginaw. Another try, and Anderson just failed to get it. Comes back to Turnbull. Turnbull lets the shot. Lowe stopped that. Anderson's got the puck again. Gets it over, and it went off Salming out to center ice. Ian Turnbull losing the puck. Huntley gets it over the line. Here comes his shot, and Palmateer covering the short side. Now then Salming gets it ahead for Anderson. Pat Price is there. Price of Edmonton over the line. Boschman had him covered. They go to the boards and play is called. Tonight's game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. And we're back live here at Maple Leaf Gardens as we get set for the face-off, and we have Mark Messier, Don Murdoch, and Dave Semenko out there on the forward line for Edmonton. The Leafs counter with Derlego, Hickey, and Vive. Derlego getting it back. That's Ron Wilson. A perfect pass to Derlego. Derlego left it there, and it's broken up by Edmonton. Comes up to center where Messier clears it over the line, cutting in and a backhand. Another shot off the stick of Wayne Bianchin. Bianchin, number 15, cut right in. Now it's a pass, and the Leafs bring it back. Hickey coming to center. 2 minutes remaining in the period as Vive nearly got loose. It goes toward Wilson. He knocked it into the corner. Hicks goes after it. Vive's in there as well. Tried to kick it to Hickey. Burrows. Then to Hickey. Then to, it's shot back out here on the right side, and Murdoch sends it up to center ice. Falling down was Bianchin. And back for it, Ron Wilson, number 11. 1-1 tie, 1:31 remaining in the first period. The puck is cleared into the corner. Back of the Leaf goal for Wilson. Wilson over to Vive. Vive back for Derlego, too far. Edmonton come right back over the line. McDonald, a hard shot. That's Ashby 19 going after it. The Leafs chop the puck down the ice. But it's not going to go over the red line. Number 6, Colin Campbell. Out there with Al Hamilton, number 3. McDonald A pass over on the wing, intercepted. Paymont gets the puck ahead to Sittler. One man back, a shot. Oh, stop that on the short side. It comes out in front again. Snowman gets it back to Sittler. Sittler for Paymont. They roll. Score! Will Paymont from Darryl Sittler.
Well, defenseman Al Hamilton was all over Paymont, but somehow he got a stick on it. But he does the right thing. He heads for the net. As soon as you see your teammate with a puck against the boards, go for the net. Sittler laid it right in the crease area. Here it coming up. Paymont's going for the net. Deflects it. Just crosses over the line. And that really hurts when you get that goal scored against you in the last minute of play.
1913.
1913, there's another shot right on. As the Leafs are trying to hem Edmonton in, but it was called on the offside.
All right, we're going to have one more look at it, but the good play by Sittler, you'll see him pick up the puck. Now look at Paymont heading for the net. Al Hamilton just slowed down slightly there. Didn't really have good position in getting a hold of Paymont in that play.
The puck goes to Borje Salming with 32 seconds remaining in the first period. 2-1 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's off the boards, out to center. Turnbull has it to Salming. Salming for Sittler. Sittler trying to get it through to Terry Martin, and that's broken up. Back for Pat Price. He gets a pass over to Gretzky. Gretzky's pass in turn knocked down. Gretzky got it again, this time to Ashby. McDonald is shot, and Palmatier stopped that. It's Wayne Gretzky coming around from behind that, and she can score!
Play, oh boy, how he's going to have fun in the first intermission. That's amazing. But he's been doing it all year, Bill. Time and time again.
Beautiful.
Oh, wait a minute now. There's a signal, no goal. Bob Myers is saying that the time had elapsed. There's a discussion over at the penalty box right now. Or Hogarth, rather. I'm sorry. Hogarth, referee. Let's see if we can have a look at if the light goes on, signifying the stoppage of play. Here you see Gretzky going along. He'll hang on a little bit. And then high in the short side. You really can't tell. But now, Ron Hogarth had signaled it is a goal.
Well, it was Gretzky from McDonald and Ashby. 19:59 is the official time. It's actually over now. But as long as that red light goes on, it counts. And so the score at the end of the first period is Edmonton 2 and Toronto 2.
Well, just one.
Howie at the beginning of the show talked about Gretzky and specified his play around the net and in behind the net, and we saw all sorts of examples of how well he uses that area of the ice, which I think a lot of people figure isn't important.
That's right, but the way this youngster uses it is just amazing, and here we want to show you right off the bat. People say, hey, he hasn't got the legs. He's in a foot race here with Burroughs, and he has no trouble at all overtaking him. Look at the lead that Burroughs has. Right here, Palmatier is mishandling the puck, holding the stick wrong, went to stick handle, and only the heel of the stick was on the ice, and it almost went in his own net. Now watch, Gretzky right now is behind the net. Lumley gets it, throws it behind the net to Gretzky. Now look, Lumley cuts across in front, and Wayne tries to hit him. That's the key play, but he hit the defenseman's stick. Now, the puck will come back out in front. Lumley will have his chance. Palmatier didn't make the save, it went back in front. But Gretzky stays behind the net. They just throw him the puck. Now here he tries to come out. This is where he gets a lot of goals. If there's no one out in front of the net to give it to, he has the winger and the point man on that side. Then he comes out himself. Now we'll show it to you right in slow motion. And isolation. Great legs this youngster's got. Look how far he turns his skate out. Look at the purchase that he gets in the skate. He has great, great mobility. And as I said earlier, tremendous concentration, and he knows how to play the game of hockey, particularly from this point. I advise anyone that goes to a hockey game and he's playing, watch how well he operates from behind the net. There he was trying to hit Lumley, cutting across in front of the net. Lumley comes in behind, picks it out, and comes out on this side, and Palmatier didn't have to make the save. He panicked and got rid of it early. But look at Gretzky stays there. He knows the puck is going to come to him. Now, everyone out in front is checked, and he brings it out in front and has, sort of a weak play on the net. Now his goal. Got to show you his goal. Again, they say, hey, he can't skate. Look how well he uses the net. Uses the net just perfect to keep Turnbull off. And Palmatier played that shot like a klutz, really. He had to be coming out. He had to guard the short side. But nevertheless, the little kid went around the net and put it up in high, and he gets all kinds of goals like that.
Palmatier wanted the blue light to come on, but the red light came on, and the Oilers are tied. Live from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Hockey Night in Canada.
Pat Hickey picks up an assist on Rick Vines' 40th goal of the season to give the Leafs a 1-0 lead, but then Blair McDonald with his 44th of the year set up with Wayne Gretzky's assistance. Will Payman gave the Leafs the lead again with his 28th of the year, and Wayne Gretzky with 1 second left with his 48th of the season has tied the game at 2. It's March 29th, 1980. It's the Leafs and Oilers. This is Molson Canadian Maple Leaf Classics on Leafs TV.
Well, Bill, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
That's
It
right.
was a goal. We were a little confused there because there was a lot of players around Hogarth wondering if that went in, but it definitely counts. Gretzky has another goal, and the game is tied.
And play underway in this second period. A long pass for Ashby, and Ashby pushed off the puck. Payman goes to Turnbull in the corner. Turnbull's watched by McDonald. McDonald gets it back, and now here's to Lee Sittler. Ahead to Payman. Payman going in, takes his shot, and he fired it high off the glass. Gary Martin comes into the corner. He's got it for the Leafs. A 2-2 tie to Payman. Payman's pass, and McDonald going down with Gretzky. Gretzky's over the line. Gretzky stops. Gretzky still has it. Right out in front, they score! Beautiful play.
Isn't that amazing?
Gretzky to Don Ashby.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You know, if you're looking for a legitimate candidate for the Hart Trophy, just look at 99 Wayne Gretzky. He had Salmi on him. He'll stop here. The defender will go by him. And then to make the perfect pass to Don Ashby, who got in good position. He just turned Salming inside out there, set up the perfect play, and the Oilers have gone out in front, and it's 3 points for Gretzky already.
Just 39 seconds into the second period. Edmonton with a 3-2 lead. The Leafs come back. Derlego a shot. That goes into the corner. Pat Hickey, then Derlego. Derlego lost possession of it. And here comes Gretzky again. Gretzky putting on a real show. Coming up the center. Gets it over the line. Stole the puck. Gretzky still has it. And he's trying to get it back, and Vine comes back for the Leafs. He's being watched by Kevin Lowe, a hard shot, and Ron Lowe stopped that. Hickey another shot. Time for Derlego, and it's out to Gretzky. Gretzky up at center, shoots the puck in, and gets a rest and a hand as well from the fans here at Maple Leaf Gardens. Back for Edmonton. Number 20 trying to get up in front, Lumley. Lumley has it again, a back pass behind the net. Stan Weir couldn't get it. They go to the boards. Hotham's got a skate on it. Vive has two. Stan Weir's trying to dig it out. Play is called.
Well, Wayne Gretzky certainly knows how to set up plays. But that last one, that was something else. He'll make the fast stop. Look at Ashby get in front of the net. Perfect. He didn't waste any time. He let it go right away. Salming was going from Gretzky to Ashby. And there's the way Gretzky is moving up in the leading scorers for the National Hockey League. Only two behind Dion now. A goal and 2 assists early in the second period.
Dan Weir's shot from the faceoff. Palmatier got it over to the wing, and it goes in back of the net. Borje Salming, number 21. Around on the left side. Anderson can't get out. As Al Hamilton drove it back, it goes into the corner. Stan Weir after it for Edmonton. Gets it to Lumley. Lumley's trying to center it, and it's shot by the Leafs to the blue line, but not out. Finally comes out to center ice. Knocked down there by Campbell. Now it's over the line for the Leafs. Saganuk took a shot low. Scooped the rebound into the corner. Laurie Boschman shot it out as Salming was outside the line. Salming off the boards now for Boschman. Boschman shot it wide. The rebound into the corner for Al Hamilton. He was stopped. Anderson shot it over for Saganuk. Saganuk clears it back again, this time to Anderson. Anderson right in front for Boschman. And the puck is cleared over onto the far wing. A clearing pass now for number 12, Dave Hunter, and it's cleared by Saganuk down the ice. That's over from his own side of center, and that's icing. From Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, this is Hockey Night in Canada. We have 16 minutes, 58 seconds to play in the second period. Edmonton 3, Toronto 2. Here it comes back to the blue line. Fogelin lets to go to the boards. Dave Burrows losing it to Murdoch. Murdoch centered it, but it was nowhere near Messier, and the Leafs come back. Paymo trying to get around the defense, trying to drop it back to Terry Martin, and it's Messier coming down number 11 with Murdoch over the line. Murdoch takes the pass, missed a body check, and just failed to get it through, but he knocked the puck into the corner. Hotham comes up with it on this side. Murdoch missed him. And the Leafs trying to get the puck out, and they do. Darryl Sittler down the left wing at center. Over the blue line. Takes a shot. Oh, got his toe in the way of that. Back for Edmonton's Fogelin. Leaves it there for Murdoch to Fogelin. Fogelin is checked. And the Leafs. A pass ahead to Sittler. Sittler going in with Paymo. Paymo's got the pass. Here's the backhand, and it's high and wide. Then Borja Salming walks right in. And Lowe stopped that.
Well, Borja Salming, something that he does so well from that defensive position. He just picks that puck up and moves right in with his good speed and lets that wrist shot go. Ron Lowe was in the position to make the save. That's Salming trying to make up for that last goal against him. Really took charge there and got the good shot away. Perhaps Martin might have tried to get in front of Ron Lowe there and set up the screen. But a good play by Salming. Out with an injury tonight, but looking on, defenseman Dave Farish. His place being taken by Greg Hotham. Farish has that ankle injury. Twisted his ankle while carrying groceries. Can you believe that?
It can happen. Puck goes into the corner, comes up along the boards, and Edmonton bringing it up. That's Gretzky going with Ashby offside.
Well, that's one thing that the Leafs certainly have to be aware of. They can't give up the zone to Gretzky. That sign, Bill, on Red Lake is a testimony from Maple Leaf Garden manager Shanny McKenzie, whose son Billy played with the champion Red Leaf Maple Leafs. Congratulations, Billy, from all of us, especially your father, Shanny McKenzie.
Gretzky ready to face off. Puck goes to Vive. Vive gets it back to Salming. Over it goes on the left wing. Mulhern flips the puck in. Vive goes after it. Vive in a collision with Kevin Lowe, and they're going to call it icing.
Rick Vive was a first-round draft pick with the Vancouver Canucks. Certainly was a good trade by Punch Imlach. Bring him over here. It's just a matter of working with this young fellow. Get him acclimated to a new system, and he got his 20th tonight, and that's the 6th Leaf that has reached 20 goals or more.
Belated change by Edmonton as they bring out Stan Weir at center. Wayne Gretzky, league leading 82 assists this season. Gary, that's really phenomenal. 19 years old. From the face-off, the puck is behind the net. It's Richard Mulhern getting it over to Salming out to center ice. Edmonton have possession. Dave Hunter's pass. That's Stan Weir shooting it in back of the net. And Mulhern stopped by Weir again, and Salming goes to the far side. And we have Derligo coming up the center ice with Hickey over the line. Derligo into the corner, centered it. There was nobody there. And number 12, Dave Hunter. And we have a penalty. Tonight's game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
He's escaped. Aggressive there and was caught holding. There's no question about that call against Rick Vibe. And the Leafs, with this power play, will try to tie up this hockey game.
Edmonton 3, Toronto 2, 14:59 remaining in the second period. The puck in the corner, shot off the boards. Ron Wilson couldn't keep it in. It's offside.
You know, Bill, the Oilers have 10 shorthanded goals. So when the opportunity presents itself and they have a chance to try and get a goal, they certainly do. You know, with the likes of Stan Weir and Mark Messier, two guys that can motor pretty good out there, they'll take advantage of the situation and try to get that shorthanded tally.
Puck is cleared by Fogel, and it goes back to Ian Turnbull. Turnbull then relays it to Ron Wilson. Ron Wilson, who's playing his first game with the Leafs this season, gets it up on the left side. Turnbull over for... Now the puck is along the boards here, and Wilson will try again. Gets it over on the wing. That's a drive by Boschman. Cleared to the blue line, then Turnbull gets the shot right on. Ron Lowe stopped that. Paymo standing right in front of him.
You know, when you get possession of the puck in your own zone, what most coaches like to do is have the defenseman shoot the puck around the boards. But the winger, it's very important that he's along the boards. He can either try to gain control and shoot it out or try and deflect it past that defenseman. This is probably the worst part of the Oilers team, is their penalty killing. They've had all kinds of problems this year. They are very vulnerable on the power play.
Sittler, Paymo, and Laurie Boschman. The puck comes back to Wilson. Wilson goes to Turnbull. Turnbull into Sittler, and Sittler shot it wide on a deflection. Now it's Stan Weir getting up to Messier. Messier with Weir. They crisscross. Back to Stan Weir, and that was stopped by Turnbull, and Pat Hickey recovers. Pat Hickey starts out now as they've taken Boschman off. Out for Sittler. Sittler shot it over the line. Goes after it. Puck is cleared down the ice by number 14, Blair McDonald. 44 seconds left on the penalty now as the puck is back of the net, and so far the Leafs haven't been very successful with the odd man. Ron Wilson drives the puck in. The rebound off the boards. It's flipped but not out. McDonald goes after it. Couldn't get it out. Ends up in the corner. Sittler is given a bump. McDonald's there. The puck comes loose. Comes back to Ron Wilson. Wilson. Then to Turnbull. Turnbull took a shot. Lowe stopped that. They go to the boards again. And they hold it for a face-off.
Ron Wilson, because of the injury situation here with the Toronto Maple Leafs, was called up from the Moncton Hawks.